Alrighty, so it's 1:30 in the afternoon on Tuesday. I think I got a couple hours left till I can post again and comment on Facebook. So Chris, I'll send this to you. I know I did one in E major the other day and sent it to you. This one's going to be A minor, which on the E major one, the Ionian block, it's not just Ionian. Any name I give to these, that's not all there is in that block. It's all 7 modes are in every block. The E started with the Ionian shape, which is your major, at the open position. Well, with this A minor, we don't get to that same shape until we get to the C major here. You see? So because all the blocks are the same in any key except that your number, based on your number 1, which in E major started right at the open position, it starts in C major. So we're going to start in the E position today for the A minor, but that's going to be equivalent to the 3rd block of the C, and then your D Dorian and E Phrygian. So we're going to start now with E Phrygian. That's also A minor. It's also C major. It reminds me of the Heart song. But, you know, so your E Phrygian, if you start with the E note, here's the shape. So if I wanted to play E Phrygian flavor, if there was a chord group being played, whatever, you know, that fits C major. You see, I can run into all the scale blocks of A minor. I can play that. See? And play out of that A minor block, but to the E, favor the notes for the E Phrygian flavor. I can do it at the C major position too. Right. I'm just using that C major scale block, but I'm playing too. That's why it's so crucial to learn a key, all these scale blocks, no matter what. Learn it in that E major I sent, or this one's going to be A minor / C major. But, you know, there's all these blocks, and that way, you know, I can run into any, when I play to it, something that's got an E, there's E minor, there's E Phrygian, there's E Lydian, there's E Mixolydian, there's all these different, but if I was leaning on a chord progression that favored that flavor that I was going to use a lot of Phrygian, or I could play the harmony note to that on an E minor, Phrygian, whatever. I could go to the B note and harmonize, because that B harmonizes to it. And then also, you know, that kind of thing. So why I can run anywhere on the fretboard at will to play what I want to hear, you know, I just go into any one of them scale blocks out of C major, D Dorian block. Just because I go to the D block, I'm not going to play Dorian flavor. I'm going to play out of that block, but hammering on the notes and using that scale, but favoring for that E Phrygian. See, the harmony of the E itself, the B, but it's knowing all the notes that I can use. Out of that D Dorian block, or the actual E Phrygian, F Lydian. All right, so let's get on with the block shapes. This is for A minor. If you wanted to play to a track in A minor, yeah, you've got your pentatonic going. You might have, but you can use all these blocks to that A minor, that chord progression, whatever it is, you know. You know, so you don't have to just go to the A, but if you get all them blocks down, you can go running right into any one of them and play rip to that track. You know what I mean? This is to expand beyond the pentatonic. So, all right, so I'm going to run right up the blocks so I don't run out of the 20 minutes. So for A minor / C major, you start in this E position. If I was to play the E Phrygian, the only thing that makes that E Phrygian is if when I go from the E note to the E note, playing all the notes from the C major key, just starting with the E note, and that gives it that Phrygian flavor. But the A minor is also there, playing the same notes, but starting with the A note. Okay, so then the next block from the E Phrygian block is starting with the F, and if you went F to F, it would be F Lydian. And I learned, when I learned these, how to play them and going up this way, that way, you know, the next step up, you know, everywhere they are. What am I in? I gotta think now. So anyways, the next, so that's F Lydian. But the thing, it's not about playing F Lydian here. It's about getting all the notes that you can reach in that block, and you can play to an A minor chord progression out of that block using these notes. The next one up is G Mixolydian, starting with the G. What? I'm slopping, but because my hands hurt. But you know, I can play, when I play to a Mixolydian flavor, G Mixolydian flavor, you know, I can play it that way, or I can play it this way. play it anywhere off that G note and stay with the notes that are in the A minor, C major. They're all whole notes. That's what they are in this key. There's no sharps or flats. That's a G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. All right, so then now you come to your A natural minor. You know, so again, if I'm playing to something and I want A minor, yeah, you can go here for your pentatonic, but for playing diatonic scale stuff that I'm showing you now, you know, I'd go A minor this way. And harmonize, play A minor, but I'm not going A to A here, I'm going to an E note and I'm making this a riff. And I'm putting in this because that E harmonizes to the A. In the minor keys, your 1, which in A minor is an A, or your minor third. So, and then the next one up starts with the B note, and that's B low crane. And we're just gonna, after that one, get to your C major. That would be your number 1 scale block for C major. But starting at the B. What was I going to say about? And then now we go to the C major right here. And that's another thing I used to practice with them. I'm taking the key of C/A minor right now, and I'm noodling these octaves and just playing basically those scales. Well, whatever, you know. You got all these other flavors besides A minor. You can go into all these blocks to play to a track with A minor. Or what if a track had B diminished in it, you know, like, you know. I don't know. I was goofing around with some dark stuff earlier with that, and I won't get into it on this video. So after the C major, then you got your D Dorian block. What? So, and then back to your E Phrygian, which is the same as down here. To save a lot of time, don't go online and learn a Dorian. Don't go online and learn a Mixolydian. Because all you're going to do is learn that one fucking spot or two of Mixolydian. And you still, the fastest way to really expand is to learn all the fucking blocks like I just showed you. You know, that's the fastest way. It might take a while, but I sat down with these things and sat there and played them 1,000 times up and down each time I sat down. And I did them in all these counts like I'm doing. I'd hammer them, pull off, up them, down them, you know, whatever. I got used to what the shape is. So when I play this stuff, when I play out of these blocks, I don't go to them thinking anything like Phrygian, Dorian, Mixolydian, or if you're playing something in C, you know. I think of what that chord progression and what flavor it should be, whether it's Dorian or Mixolydian or whatever, but I'll run into any one of them blocks. It might be the A minor block or the D Dorian block, but I'm not thinking D Dorian when I go there. I'm playing to those chords that are being played and intentionally hitting harmony notes or the root note of that chord that's being played. Actually, this here, yeah, this would be C too. Which I'd use G Mixolydian. But I could do that and play to this thing out of A minor position too. I just harmonize to whatever the chords that are being played and play with intention. I'm playing out of the A minor, but I'm playing to this F, C, G. You know, or I could play out of this B low crane block, but I'm not playing B low crane. I'm playing to these chords. You know, so that you have knowing the shape. So you get these blocks down and you play them so much that you know what they sound like. Now I'm got it stuck in my head to play into this chord progression. What? Last note. There we go. You know, so that kind of thing. So the blocks, getting the blocks down is the biggest, fastest way to really expand your what you can do. You know, is picking that key, like in this case, if you want to master stuff to play to A minor or G Mixolydian songs, anything in the key of C major, which could be a gazillion different chord progressions that those scale blocks will work with, but the ability to go in and out of them and play what you want to hear, that's what's the priceless thing, and play them with intention and with confidence. You know, it's that kind of thing. I'm just going into any block and I'm favoring the notes I want to play based on the chords that are being played. But once you know what the key is, you got all them block shapes. But you got to play them till you got them down. There you go. I don't want to go over 20 minutes if I haven't already. All right, so there you go.